Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. We are live on YouTube. This is Harley Live, and I am here with my co-host Drake, but he's missing somewhere. He's just live on the camera, and he's
Hello.
the headset on. He's walking around doing his morning chores this morning, and we have awesome Bacon here this morning. Good morning, Bacon.
Good morning. Are we waking and bacon?
Well, I sure hope so. Gosh, I sure need to bake. Let me tell you, get this chat popped out here so I can say hello to everyone and make sure that you like, subscribe, and share the link out there, y'all. Really appreciate the get this channel going. We'd love to have more of you hanging out here in chat. We love building the cannabis community. So what are you going to be smoking on this morning, Bacon?
I'm still on the good old Moroccan hash for now. Still waiting on my outdoor to come down. So, yeah.
Speaking of outdoors, let me spotlight my outdoors there. I'll spotlight that real quick for everyone. There you go. There is my outdoors. That is a cross that I made. It's a super lemon haze cross with 70s Mama. Kind of a collab that kind of happened by accident. And so far, I'm super duper with it. It's growing amazing. Beautiful smells. Building trikes already. I'm loving it. I've got some other flowers along that are that same cultivar. They're just in another spot. So I think they got a little bit kind of more of a shading. So they kind of maybe went into flower first. I'm not sure. I'd love to talk about that later. Bacon's doing some breeding. Are you doing some breeding, Bacon?
Yeah, I'm always breeding. But yeah, I've got a Maui Wowie open pollination project going together with the NW47 Discord. A group of us have started a breeder project that we're going. So that's pretty fun. And then I've got my GDP outcrosses that I'm working on at the moment and getting testing done. And yeah, I've got an NL5 to Afghani to Granddaddy Purple. That's just looking frosty, and the structure on her is beautiful, and I can't wait to smoke her myself. So I'm pretty excited.
Sounds amazing. I am ready for a dab. I don't know if y'all are out there in chat ready for a dab, but I sure am. I'm going to be going on this Limons. Oh my God, the color of this is just beautiful. Let's see. It'll let me put my hand behind there. Let me see.
Oh, you had it.
There we go.
You had it for like half a second.
There it is.
Yeah. There it is.
Isn't that just beautiful? And it's like it was just pressed, so it's got that like consistency, where it does that almost that real nice clean stretchiness.
Ooh.
Okay, so enough of that before I drop it on the floor and make a big mess. Save those terps. Don't be wasting them terps. Oh, let's do this. Dab time. Good morning, John. Good morning, Sammy Sis. How are you guys in the house? Hanging out? What are you all smoking on this morning? Drake needs to hurry and finish so he can get back over and smoke with us. Drake is going to be doing some hashing, you guys, today. Drake has been going and hanging out in this amazing hash lab. Hopefully someday we'll get to peek on it and we'll be able to show you all. But wow, it is like, I don't know how much money in that hash lab, or do you talk about that? I don't know. I don't know what you're allowed to talk about, Drake. But he's muted right now. I don't know if he's coming back. He might be busy. So I'm going to heat up. Hello, Purple Thumb. Good morning. Hello. Long time no see. I know, right? Missed you guys. Been missing y'all. I've had a few comments. Everybody's like, where have you been? When you coming back? So we decided to start this little hangout show with Bacon. Bacon is from the UK, right?
No, close enough.
We'll just say. Are we talking about the new venture you're going to be doing? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about that. That's 99.9% sure it's gonna happen. So I'm I'm gonna go for it. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it. Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm going to Thailand. I'm so excited.
Oh,
Yeah, so Thailand just decriminalized weed a few years ago, and they finally put it in place like a few months ago. And yeah, me and my boys are going to Thailand. We're gonna go legal and try to cultivate some regenerative indoor, so quote unquote regenerative indoor no-till beds under some good LEDs. So we're pretty excited.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I love it. Super excited to hear about. So, do you know what cultivars you're going to be going with? I mean, are there cultivars over there that they're starting with, or what's going to happen?
So the plan is to find a good few clones to run the first time around, but we have no clue yet. We're still in the very start of everything, just the planning phase. But we do plan to do some in-house pheno hunting and find some good genetics from the seed stock we do have available, and we're able to bring with us into Thailand.
So, have you been to Thailand before?
No, I've never been to Asia, so it's going to be really exciting for me.
Wow, what a crazy experience, huh? Going over there, getting to grow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be big. I'm used to traveling around, and I've been new countries all the time, so it's going to be pretty standard for me, but still super excited. Asia's not a place I've ever been to. Sorry, my
So,
dog.
what are do you know all of the rules there in Thailand then? So are people able to grow their own? Do we know any of that yet?
So just recently they revoked the hemp and medical cannabis bill they were going to propose for review. So it was looking to be 15 plants for home growers, and then you could get a medium license, which was around 32,000 acres, I think, to 55,000, and then bigger than that would be a large license. They're going big on the medical aspect of it. I don't think they're gonna
Okay,
go
one more
fully
time. What was the size?
bigger than 55,000 acres will be, yeah, they're going big.
5,000 acres?
I think so.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
How
Yeah,
many acres are in a hectare? Do you know?
I'm not sure. But I'm not sure on the sizes because the bill just got pulled back, so they might change all that. But they're looking for cannabis to be medical only, but open for everybody to use medically. So right now it's in a gray zone because it's just been decriminalized. So we're waiting on that bill to see how the licensing structure and all that's going to look like.
Okay, cool, cool. I see Drake watering the plants behind there. It looks like he's getting ready, coming in for a dab shortly.
Nice.
So I see John says he's a few weeks out from harvest. And then they also says we get to vote on legalization in November in Oklahoma. Hell yeah. Awesome, John. Our freaking federal government should just pass it and we should just be done. But sadly, it looks like if our federal government passes something, states don't give a shit. They're going to go do their own thing anyways, apparently, because, look at Texas. But we won't go into that right now because, that's a whole nother political ballgame that I don't want to go into because that could get really toxic fast. So we're going to try and keep it positive and light in here and try and stay out of those politics. But we do have to talk about legalization, and that does take politics and voting on things and movement and getting all these things going, passing forward. I mean, it unfortunately involves politics. So we do have to talk about those damn things. So how big of a group are you going to be working with? Business in I almost said Brazil, in Thailand.
In Thailand.
Yeah.
For now, we're not going to be that big. I think we're going for about 2,000, maybe a little bit bigger than 4,000 square meter facility. So yeah, probably a group of 6, running it all top down, and then, don't know how many trimmers and growers we'll need yet, but we're figuring it out.
So, what's the weather? Okay, so I've never been to Thailand. So does Thailand have several different zones as far as growing zones? I'm guessing they're going to have like a wet zone, a dry zone, those type of things. Is it like kind of that way? And then what type of zone are you going to be in? Or it doesn't, well, obviously it doesn't matter because you're going to be growing indoors, but it could kind of matter for humidity, right?
It does matter for humidity, and we have in Thailand there's a wet season and a dry season. So you're looking at a good 6 months of pretty dry weather, and then a good half year of really humid, wet rain, and yeah. But the temperature is all around almost the same. Northern Thailand can get a bit colder in the quote unquote dry months, which is the winter time, but it's so close to the equator. So you're looking at, well, it depends where in Thailand, but close to 20 minutes of change between the light throughout the whole year. So very equilateral.
Wow. Yeah, that's wow. So is when it's that close, do you think there's more of a prone to maybe have Hermes or less prone to have Hermes?
Oh, that's
Do you
a
think that
good
matters?
that's a good question. I think that depends on how, oh, we can really get into that, but that's more on the type of species of cannabis too. Like if
Okay.
it's feral or wild, or if it's been reintroduced from a feral or wild, cultivar, how monoecious it would be, aka how many of the plants would express herms.
Sorry about
But
that. I had to check on my geese real quick. They were squawking.
but yeah, there are land races, many equilateral land races that are quote unquote very herm tendency. I guess they have a high herm ratio.
Okay.
That's true compared to the Afghanis.
And why do you think this is? Or do you are we thinking like this is like something that was caused? What are we thinking?
I think it's mainly environmental. If you look at it and how it works up north compared to some of those monoecious plants, they can keep growing for over a season. So
So someone that doesn't grow, we have a lot of new growers right now. Let's talk about like the hours that it takes to flower. Let's go into that just a little bit and break that down real simple for a few people out there. Go ahead.
So you normally need at least 12 hours of darkness. You can go down to 10 actually, but normally you need it around 12 hours of darkness for most cannabis varieties to go into flower, if we're talking about regular photoperiod cannabis, right? So yeah, and along the equator, the light cycle is around 12 hours of light and 12 hours of darkness. So all the plants around the equator are going to be flowering all year round. So you're going to have a different type of flower growth or even a different type of growth for the whole cultivar and plant compared to a more northern cultivar, which only grows in that season, so it's going to have a vegetative state and then flower out. And I think that just leans more to being more favorable to having two different types of, being dioecious, males and females, at least in the wild. But it's also difficult to say because cannabis is and has followed humans since its birth, pretty much. So if we look into the history of cannabis and, how it's been bred that way.
Sorry, I was muted and changing. I'm cleaning out my dab rig over here, getting ready to take another dab. We got Darwin in the house. Welcome in, Darwin. How are you? Sammy Sizz, what's up? You know, Sammy's got a Puffco, and we still hit it on the Sizzler. We think of you, Sammy, when we hit that Puffco. Just saying, the Sizzler setting. I just have to say. God, there's like so much to talk about when you go down the growing rabbit hole. Is there not? Like, you can go into so many branches and so many avenues. What were we talking about just before we came on? You were like, I can't remember what it was.
Oh, that's a good question.
Do you remember?
No.
Okay, so the camera I'm using outdoors and the monitor I'm using outdoors is actually my phone. It's actually, I have two, I have Samsung, what are they? Fuck, they're older.
The older ones?
Okay. Older. Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Galaxy Note 8. And they have this little pin right here and you can write it on the screen. It's really cool. But guess what? See that ding right there? I dropped it. See, it's cracked. I got to get a new screen. This will be the second time. Second time Tara's had to replace her. No. Yes, second time I've had to replace the screen. And the other time I broke my camera. Dropped right on a rock. Yeah. I use these phones a lot to record. This is what I use, you guys, for my YouTube channel. This is all I use are my phones. I don't have no specialty camera. I don't have real big specialty gear. Wait, I mean, like, this is it.
If you're recording from your phones now, then do you have 3 phones then?
Okay, so now the phone, what I'm recording up here, I think he was talking with my phone outdoors. This up here, this is a Logitech. It's that 1080p or something like that. It says it. And then what I'm using is my Yeti mic over here. If that's what you're asking, what I'm recording on here. But I thought you were talking outdoors, that camera.
No, I was asking what you're recording on here.
Oh, okay, on here, yeah. It's the 1080p Logitech. I bought this before I even had my YouTube channel. This camera. I was using this camera on Google Hangouts back when I was hanging out with people after Hash Church, which is, Hash Church. Yes. That's why I even have a channel, because of Hash Church. And for those of you that didn't know, Hash Church is on this morning. And I am good to see that it came back. I'm really bummed that I'm already planned to go live while they're already going, but that's okay. We're going to keep it going because I have an amazing family over here too that I've created, and we've already planned it. So here we are. And hey, Drake, good to see you back, buddy.
You finally made it. Quick dab.
Yay! And I was just getting ready to get this dab going. What are you going to hit this morning, bud?
I'm not positive yet. I'm just going to point and shoot. Maybe platinum Kush breath.
Kush breath. What is that? So what would you describe the terpenes on that one?
If I can find it, the platinum Kush breath has that kind of, if you're used to like the old school pink or like a purple master Kush, they have that like underlying like danky, funky, kind of almost like a spicy vibe to it. It's just something that's really like, everyone will just say, oh, cushy, but what's cushy mean? But that's kind of the vibe behind it. But then it has this almost doughy sort of vibe involved in there a little bit. It's an interesting one. It's got a interesting sort of, it's not floral, it's doughy, and it kind of cuts the funk, but it's nice.
Sounds amazing. Oh, a quick back to the camera and the thing that I was talking about. When I say recording, okay, so when I went to Jamaica and I first started my YouTube channel, I think I was using, what phone was I using? Might have been this phone. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look, but it was a phone. The only thing I've ever used was a phone. I've always had a phone. I wasn't not iPhones though, because I've been Droid for a long time now. Samsung, I've been Samsung for a long time. But it does take amazing pictures and it does take amazing video quality. Every time you see me out live by myself, not on Zoom, When I go on Zoom, I normally use my computer. And then when I use my computer, I use the Logitech. So just so you know, didn't want to leave any things out. And that is a cute freaking dog. Oh my God, Bacon. Who do we have joining us? Are you muted?
Oh, that's my dog, Luna.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Luna, you know what? That's funny. That was one of the names I was going to name my dog.
Mhm.
And I call her Una Luna,
Luna,
is what
Luna.
I call her. Yeah. I love it. She just picked her head up. What did you call me? Hey, what are you? Oh, she's chewing on a piece of plastic. What? No, I didn't. Yeah. Okay. So I bought these Himalayan dog chew things. And yeah, apparently she wants another treat because she got this out of the garbage. Yeah. No, we're gonna put that there. No chewing that. Yeah. So do you want to come say hi to everybody while we're saying hi to dogs? Come on. You're gonna get along? Come on, come say hi. No, she's gonna be, she's gonna play right now and want me to run and chase her. So that's not gonna happen right now. Hey, 710, good morning. Good to see you here.
Oh, I gotta open the screen then. See the questions.
Oh, I didn't. Do you want me to send that to you? Do you want me to send that chat to you? I can send it to you, the link.
Yes.
Let me send it. Copy.
That was
Here we
tasty.
go.
Hit the spot.
It was awesome. I am talking and not hitting mine over here.
It's okay. I'm going to sneak outside now as I transition over to the next location, but I'll do a little rundown of the plants and the ducks before I go.
Yay! Y'all ready to see the ducks? We're gonna get to see the ducks. Ducks and drakes. I love it. There you go, Bacon. There's a chat that should bring it up. Come here, Una. You're gonna say hi to everybody? Come here. Here, let me grab her. We went to Leavenworth yesterday. Leavenworth. It's really funny. Look at, there she is. There's my baby. She's getting big. I love her. She is such an amazing dog, y'all. She's awesome. I just love her, but I think she does need to go outside and go to the bathroom. So I'm going to let her out the back door and then I'm going to come back and take a dab. So we'll be right back. Bacon, what should we talk about next? Hey, why don't you talk about that amazing Discord that you guys have over there? Why don't you tell people a little bit about that?
Yeah, if any of you all aren't on the NW47 Discord, I would highly recommend that. It is probably the most fun and educational and chill Discord server I've been on. So for sure. And 100%, I'll throw the link up at one point or another if you guys want. No, actually, if you want to join, just message Tara.
DM me, DM Bacon, DM Drake, one of us, or Lemon Hoko. You can also contact Lemon Hoko. Just tell him how you found it. How, if he doesn't know who you are, because we do want to make sure that we keep it good with good, clean cannabis people over there and a good atmosphere. So I really appreciate the moderators over there. The moderators do a great job. It's really, really awesome. There's also another cannabis Discord that I've also been going to. That's another cannabis hangout that's called Canaculture. That's been really kind of fun to hang out too. There's always someone there smoking 24/7. So I really appreciate these Discords. It's such a nice place to freaking hang out if you just want someone to smoke with. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
So cool.
Another Discord shout out I'd love to throw out is Ocean Grown Seeds. They're not so active on the voice channel, but their text channels are an abundance of information if you can actually be bothered with the search function on Discord. So yeah.
There is so much information on Discord. I cannot tell y'all enough. Drake and I also have a Discord channel. Our Discord is strictly informational. We do occasionally put our links up when we go live. Like I forgot just now, I'm reminding myself, I forgot to put the link in there. I'll do that here as soon as I get done talking because I can't do two things at the same time. But we do have a Discord channel as well. Our Discord channel is all about natural farming. You can go on there and it tells you basically everything you need to know about Jadam. And as soon as you click on a link, and as soon as you read about JLF, it tells you there's a little heading, you click on it and it tells you everything about little JLF right there. We don't have any comments underneath there. It's all strictly just informational. We're trying to keep it real clean and that way. And if there's any errors or anything like that, let me know. We've been working on this. We've had some friends helping us on the back end of this. I've really been appreciative of this because I think Jadam, natural farming is really the way of the future, you guys. It's definitely the way to grow cannabis because wow, the cannabis that we see grown in natural farming is amazing. And the flavors are like no other. I've been out there, I've been seeing lots of grows and I can't imagine. Yeah.
That's one super awesome thing about Thailand and what they're doing is all commercial grows and commercial ops have to be based on organic, regenerative, natural farming. You can't go salt-based or, pesticides and fertilizers and all that, which is super awesome.
That's awesome. So are there whole land that way then? All farming?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's awesome. Thailand, really? Thailand. Mm-hmm. How long have they been like that? Do you know?
They've been pretty big on agriculture in Asia for the past, I think, 20 years now. If my research right, I've only started researching Thailand the past 2 weeks, so I might be wrong on some of these facts. Don't hang me up on them, but yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So, how big is Thailand? Like, I don't really know how big Thailand is. I don't know much about Thailand, really.
Slightly bigger than Spain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a pretty big country. Pretty big.
So what are you most excited about?
Ooh, the food, actually. I'm really excited.
Okay. Why? What kind of food?
It's just spicy. I'm a big fan of spicy, spicy food and interesting, weird food. So they have a good food culture over there. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, cannabis wise, I'm excited to get back on my breeding. I want to really get doing some line work with the Doji line I have and the Mango Haze from Shanti Baba. Those two are definitely got my interest once I can get set up again in Thailand.
Awesome. Yes, bong rip bingo. Let's do this. Finally, I'm going to heat up. You reminded me. Speaking of bong rips, I was talking with D420K the other day. Actually, I wasn't talking to him. We were texting. We were texting on Instagram. I reached out, said hello, was thinking of him. And he sent me a nice little video and a pic of him in the truck working up north. So this one's for you there, D420K. We're going to do this one for you. I bet you're out there and you'll watch this later. We love you, man. Miss you. Miss all you guys. Love hanging out with all you. Let's do it. So, Bacon, yes. What else? What else we got going on?
What else we got going on? Oh, you want me to go through the list of plants outside?
Sure.
No, I've got 2 dogs as a lion bub outside. I'm really excited for because it's my medicine. At the moment, I've been really happy with that plant.
So how long have you been growing it? And then you have a cultivar, you've kept a clone. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I grew out 5 of his feminized packs and I chose one and we put that one outside as well. And she's doing fantastic outside. I've cloned her again, so I've got her inside too if I'm sticking around here. Otherwise, she's going off to a friend of mine and hopefully she'll keep her alive. We'll see. But yeah, she's a beautiful plant. Super nice trichome structure. She sifts okay, but she's just a great bedtime smoke. Like I sleep so well on her. I have insomnia, so getting to sleep is a big deal for me.
You know what? I used to really struggle with that, and I'm really lucky. that I've gotten through that. Cannabis has definitely helped me through that. Edibles definitely help. Because that insomnia, if you're not getting good sleep at night, how do you function during the day? It's really super important. Just like your plants need sleep, so do you. Scheduling is super important. Getting on a schedule is one of those things, unfortunately, that your body likes. Your body likes to go to bed at a certain time, and your body likes to get up at a certain time. And if there are people out there that are having trouble with insomnia, the first thing the biggest thing that I can tell you to do is get your ass up in the morning.
Yeah.
Don't sleep in. I know that's the hardest thing to do. That is the hardest thing to do, is get up when you are tired, when you're butt ass tired. But if you get up and do that, and you get in a routine and do it at the same time every day, if you can, I know there's a lot of you out there that can't do this, but if you can, that will really help you get on a schedule. And getting up with the sun, if you can see the sunlight, that'll really also help you. Getting enough sun, enough vitamins, eating enough, drinking enough water, all of these things. Go ahead, Bacon.
Listen to your body too. You can usually tell when you get tired in the evening, and sometimes you push it, but I usually, like, if I yawn, that's my go-to. I'm like, okay, I'm hopping off. I'm going to bed.
Exactly.
But yeah, my work schedule at the moment has me up in the middle of the night sometimes, because I'm very international.
Well, and that's another thing with these discords that I also find that, we're hanging out with people that are all over the world, like we're doing right now. And we have these time schedules, and it's really hard to go to bed sometimes when y'all are hanging out and you're having a good time and you're all playing video games. And God, I don't want to turn this video game off, but I know that the minute that I mess up my sleeping schedule, that then I'm tired the next day, and then I'm tired the next day, and then it affects me. It's like a domino effect. And then I'm not eating right again. And then it's just one thing after another. And it's like one step forward, 20 steps backwards. So I really know that that's just one thing I really have to keep on is a schedule for my insomnia. That was just, I just know that that's, All right, here's Drake from the garden. Y'all, look, Drake's like over 6 feet. Look at those plants. Holy shit.
Good plants.
Look at that. Holy fuck. Tell us what you got, Drake. I'm going to spotlight you. Hold on. Go ahead.
So here we've got...
turn your camera sideways.
I'll see if it works. So back there, we've got a black garlic. Then there's a couple GDPs here. I'll see if I can turn it around though and just get a little bit better of a view. Get my mug out of there. Wi-Fi won't be very good here, but we're trying. So black garlic and 3 GDPs.
Chonky.
Do a little turn. Neighbors gotta love it.
Yeah.
We got a little raspberry patch that was real dismal this year. Then there's another GDP in the back, or sorry, another black garlic in the back, and a GDP. And then we start getting into just a bunch of different phenos of Hella Jelly all throughout here. That was Jelly Rancher before, but they changed the name. And just due to our season and everything, we do pretty aggressive lollipopping, and just with the size, kind of like in a little dugout here. So nice big plants get more sun. Otherwise, wouldn't be so aggressive. And we get into some more black garlics and Congos, and this is the Hella Jelly number 7. We got a long time to go and a short amount of good weather. Then we got duckies.
Looking awesome, Drake. I didn't want to talk over you. Look at the ducks. Oh, what are their names?
Okay, River, Brownie, Precious, Hazelnut, who's got a little bit of angel wing that's starting, which is just her wing is growing too fast for the joints to support. So then the wing starts to fall down a little. And if you let it go, it kind of goes worse and worse. And then it starts shooting off to the side when it gets real bad. So if you just kind of keep them tied up and secure for about a week or so, it should mitigate it. So, but that's Hazelnut. And then in the back, we've got one that we literally call No Name. It's because it was Hazelnut and No Name were really similar for a long time. And it's just how it worked out. And then we've got two more, which are the ones that the mama raised, which I'm still deciding names. I'm taking my sweet time, but we've got a boy and a girl, and we can finally tell that now by the different sizes.
Oh,
So
okay.
back here, we've got a female, and then the males will get a lot more control of their little mohawk too, as like Dabs used to have. But it's hard to see on camera, but he's a lot bigger overall, probably about 30%. His feet are a lot larger, and then they're just demeanor's a little bit different. Their tails are a little different too. But yeah, we got a nice big boy here. Pretty boy. A little
So do
dirty
you
though.
think you only have one male out of all of them?
We got two, this one and then Precious back there. And they're real clumsy when they're walking around. Look at the dirty
Well, that's
little guy.
good. Then you only have two males. That's right. That'll be just
Yeah, that
right.
worked out real nicely.
Yeah, perfect. Because you don't want too many males and you don't want too many females, you guys. If you ever have flocks of chickens or anything like that, you've got to do all that. Drake, the garden's looking amazing, buddy. Everybody's loving it. Everybody's saying good on chat, loving the plants. So what would you say the tallest plant is in the garden? Tallest plant, what is
Here
it?
comes Angry Mama.
Oh, shit.
Locked her up because she was being mean to the other ones. Oh, she kind of left me alone. So this is the last OG duck, Sassy.
Sassy. Good old Sassy.
Sassy made.
Your Sassy made it. My Sassy didn't. So there you go.
Well,
So what's the tallest plant you got in the garden?
these ones back here, got to be maybe like the shed that's behind them's like 6.5, 7, I don't know, maybe like 8, 9 feet roughly.
Holy geez.
And then the black garlic up here are probably a little bigger. So like this one and this one are pretty tall.
What are they, about 12?
12, 13.
Yeah.
Know. I'd maybe 10, 11 type
Okay.
thing.
No way.
The tips, like the very tallest tips might be a little bit bigger, but like the average
Yeah.
of the plants. Oh,
Yeah.
and here we've got a bitchy mama, so I have to intervene because she's scaring all my other little duckies. You're gonna get time out again if you don't smarten up. Yeah.
Isn't that funny how you have to referee your animals like
Yeah.
that?
And then like
Yeah.
the two young ones, they all kind of chase each other, but they're more comfortable with each other. But she's
Yeah.
the one that just runs the
She's-
show.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet you if you locked her 2 ones away, I'm telling you, she'd have an attitude change. But, you know. Anyways, behave, Ducky. She's so pretty. I love the gray on her. She's so pretty. Reminds me of my geese, how they get the grays that they have on them. So pretty.
Uh-oh. Jailbirds. God. You just can't wait a second with these damn things.
Oh shit, they're out. They got out.
Yeah, they're loose.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Geese are loose. The ducks are loose. My geese are squawking. They can hear me out here. I'm surprised I'm not having to go out and rescue them from my dog yet. Oh my God, my dog loves chasing the geese. It's so terrible. So terrible. All right, Drake. Well, thanks for showing us your awesome grow. I know we're holding you up.
I got a
Did
little
you-
extra time now, actually, so we're good.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
okay?
I'll go back inside for a dab soon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I feel really bad that we're holding you up because you have shit to do. Okay, Bacon. So, what else are we talking about today?
I don't know. What does chat want to hear about?
What does chat want to talk? Is there any grow questions out there? Do y'all have any questions? Is there any questions
breeding
you'd-
questions?
Any
I'm
breeding
down for-
questions you'd
yeah.
ask like Bacon? Because he's a breeder. I am not. If you want to ask Maybe when's the best time to pollinate your females?
Indoors or outdoors?
Pardon?
Indoors or outdoors?
Do both.
Both? Okay.
Yeah.
For outdoors, it's you're usually waiting to just keep an eye on how many pistils they have. You usually want to know your cultivar too before you're breeding with it. So you've run it outdoors the season before. And then you just, you pollinate when you're usually 3-4 weeks after stretch has finished outdoors, and then indoors, depending on the cultivar, you're hitting it around week 5, I'd say, in flower. That's usual optimal. But if you're running longer flowering like sativa and stuff, you might want to hit it week 7 and then again at week 9 because of how the calyx development is compared to a more Afghani quote unquote indica leaning plant.
What do you feel like is the biggest misnomer out there? I would like to just comment on one that I've been seeing. I saw a comment just I don't know, probably a month ago on this. And I'm like, this is such a misnomer. You cannot tell, to this day, you cannot tell if the seed is a male or female by the outside of the color. Sorry, but anything by the outside of that seed, you cannot tell if it's male or female.
Yeah, that's complete bullshit.
That's so bullshit. So please, no one take your time for that. And the other one is the first plants that pop, when you put a whole bunch of seeds down and you pop them, they're not always males. Everybody's like, oh, the biggest ones are always the males. They're always the males. Well, bullshit. Because this year I planted a whole bunch of the seeds and I did the seed test myself. Some of the biggest ones were my females this year.
Yeah, I will say in some cultivars of cannabis, you will see the males be slightly bigger overall, phenotypically, you'll notice that, but it's very variant, and yeah, you can't tell from the start. Never tell from the start, because the amount of hormones in a seed is always dependent of the seed and how it was grown and stuff. So that could depend on. So yeah, no, it's a good misnomer to. Yeah.
Hey, there's always this good one. How would bacon select your male?
Ooh, I do male selection on a few different criteria, actually. I always have health as health and vigor as one of the main ones. But depending on my selection and what my selection goals are, it depends. If I'm, for example, with the GDP male, I was looking for a hash breeder. So I was looking a lot at the structure and I was seeing if there was any trichome development on the males and what those trichomes look like for my male development. So yeah, and it's turned out pretty on point. So I'm pretty stoked with that.
Cool. Okay, I got another misnomer. Okay. Oh shit. Drake interrupted me. That cling just threw me off. Okay, it was something about oh my god. You cannot change. Oh shit. Drake, I gotta mute you. Okay, thank God you muted yourself. Okay, that was whoa. Okay. Oh my god, you're really trying to throw my fucking brain off, Drake. Fuck. Okay. This is it's about you cannot check. I've got it. Thank God I was smoking when it came out. It's about you cannot make a male or female by the moisture in the air, the heat in the environment, by growing in a warm environment, by cold environment. You can't pop beans and go, oh, I'm going to throw them in 90-degree weather and they're all going to be female. This is what I've heard, you guys. These are some of the bullshit stories and the bullshit crap that's out there. And I want to have these conversations with good growers, good breeders, people that really know the information. And I don't want to bring bullshit information to you guys because it's so hard to relearn information out there. So I really want to target some of these things. So in chat, if you have some of these things you want to talk about, if there's something that you want to like, hey, this is bullshit, let's talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Hey, Drake, welcome back. Glad I finally got that out. You were trying to interrupt me every freaking time.
Yes. This morning I woke up on the evil side of the bed.
Evil. Very evil. Are you going to download something different?
Yes, I am. Oh,
Okay, so here we go in chat. Yeah, here we go. Sammy says, I actually heard cooler temperature gives more females. See, this is bullshit. Bullshit information. It's bro science. Do y'all know what bro science is? It's that. Bullshit information.
Yeah, sex determination in cannabis hasn't really been studied enough for us, but we do know it's pretty predetermined once the seed has been made, you know?
Are there other plants out there that this can happen to? Do we know? And that's why people say this, or it's just people just saying shit? I'm curious. Do you know, Bacon?
That's actually a good question.
710, are you still there? 710, would you know? You might know this information. He took plant science too, either one of you.
Let me think about it.
Yeah, we might have to look that one up and get back to you on that one. That's I kind of like that question.
Yeah.
Of seeds? I don't think so. Of environment for the parents from start to finish, potentially.
Yeah, potentially. But yeah, once the seed's made, It's pretty predetermined from what I can remember.
Oh. Any other misnomers you can think of offhand right now?
Ooh.
Don't make this mistake of drying back your plants if you're growing indoors on natural farming soil.
Oh yeah, don't kill your microbes.
Why would you not do this? Let's talk about that. Go ahead. And why do you want a mulch layer? And what's the difference between mulch layer and cover crop?
That's a lot of questions, Tara. Firstly, you don't want the dryback. You don't want the dryback because you're going to be killing off the life in your soil, right? And that life is what's sustaining and feeding your plants. So you're pretty much killing what's feeding your plants. You don't want to do that. What's mulch? Mulch is the layer on top of the soil that is usually in nature just leaves, you know, and dead plant material. But indoors and, you know, agricultural systems, you can have different types of mulches: straw, rock, rice hulls.
Okay.
Bark.
I interrupt you for just 1 second on that one.
Yes.
I am about ready to go off on all these people out there that keep calling straw hay. Okay? There's a big difference. If you want me to get cultivar and strain right, you get your hay and fucking straw right. God damn it. Hay is for cows and horses and other animals. You feed it to them. It is a very expensive product. It has a lot of nitrogen in it. It's a lot of waste if you put that on your garden. You should be feeding that to good animals. Okay? Yeah. Straw is the byproduct, waste of wheat. When they harvest wheat or barley, it only grows the top of the stalk. So the other part of the stalk gets cut off. That is then baled and then put into straw bales. That's called straw. It's made for bedding, for the ground. That is a waste byproduct. Then you put it on the ground, which I have underneath my cannabis plants, if you can see right there on the bottom. Straw builds mycelium. Amazing fungus layer goes on underneath there. Let me tell you, it's amazing. So there you go. Hey, straw, big difference. Get your shit right.
I'm using rice hulls at the moment indoors. But yeah. And then lastly,
Sorry.
what's a cover crop? Cover crops are what the name says they are. They cover the ground where your crop is.
What's the
much.
difference with a cover crop and companion plants?
A companion plant. Oh, that's you can, some companion plants can be cover crops, but not all companion plants are cover crops, if that makes sense.
Exactly, and it's all just like Tara getting more specific with the nomenclature of everything, which definitely should be. So then cover crop is generally a crop that you plant at the end of your harvest that grows through the, like generally outdoors. It's going to grow over winter, beginning of spring. You chop that down, plant into it, and then you may have other plants if you don't just use a straw mulch or whatever, some form of mulch. If you have a living system, then those plants that are actually alive with your plants that are generally picked so that they'll actually work in unison with your plant overall and possibly provide like a tiered level of harvest from different plants. Those are companion plants. So it's kind of just like the different cycles. If you're growing with your crop, companion. If it's growing outside to keep the ground fertile and or provide nutrition, do all that cycling and all the fun stuff, cover.
Exactly. And my dog agrees.
Oh, well, then we know we're good then.
Yeah.
What's Tara got? She got some dog treats over there. Looks like it. I'm loading up some Drake treats right now. So let's go.
I'm about to load up a little bacon bong.
I had to go rescue my geese. My dog loves to chase my geese and they hate my dog. Oh my God, they hate my dog. So this is dried salmon, you guys, that I got for my spoiled dog. Look at that.
Ooh.
Last dog. Yeah, but I love her. She's my companion. There you go. You get two. Not too many because it's pretty rich. Salmon's rich. Very rich for dogs. Okay. Dab again. Let's do it. Any other questions we've got for Bacon this morning? Uh, 710, by the way, I threw you the link in Instagram if you want to pop on. You're always welcome to join, my brother. We love your information. You and Bacon, you guys have great conversations over there on Discord. I never get bored listening to the guys talk their information over there. We have some really amazing, great conversations. It's so hard to time it though. I wish we could have like okay, you tune in at this hour and this is the conversations we're having.
Very spontaneous. Yeah.
Yes, but that's okay. You know what we need to do is start making notes, and then everything that we discuss in the week, we could bring up what we've learned over there, right? Maybe we'll start doing that. This is what we've learned in Discord. This is a recap of the week. Nice rip, Drake. Nice rip. I want another one. Maybe we can get D420K back on. I got to talk to him, see if we can get him on. Oh, I broke into some hash balls the other day. Oh my God, I had some temple balls. Oh, wow. They were so good. And it was so nice to have something different. They were these little temple balls. I was smoking some of these right in my banger too. These temple balls.
That looks almost like what I smoke normally.
Yeah. So yeah, I was putting them right in my banger. They were actually not too bad, and it actually cleaned up really well. I was actually really surprised. I actually got my hookah out, smoked that the other day. I had a 2 gram temple ball in that, but some of it went down into the stem. I poked a hole in the wrong spot, stuck it down. Hate when the hash goes down in the wrong spot. You know, you may waste half of it. So time for another dab. What, Drake?
I did that yesterday with this banger. It was just a little bit
You
too
did?
cold, and I was
Damn it.
a little bit too intense. And pew.
I hate that. I hate when that happens. So I've got some amazing product again from Kush Kirk. I got the lemons. I got 2 cultivar number 2 and cultivar number, let's see, 1. What was it? 1 and 2. So look at the difference between the 2. And they're both lemons. So this one was pressed out sooner, my guess is. And this one hasn't sat for long enough. But that's what it looks like on that one. The other one's what I showed you before. I think that's like, I think you can fit like 6 grams in these things. I think there's 6 grams. I didn't weigh. I think they're like 6 grams in these. Okay. Let's have a dab. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Do we got some more? Let's see. Let's see. Grasshoppers ate 40% of the volunteers. I'm left with about 10. Oh my God, John. Okay, well, let's have some, let's give some information for John about how to get rid of those grasshoppers for next year. Those grasshoppers suck, apparently. Bacon?
Yeah, I'd just put a cage around them when you're starting them small. You just keep them protected from the big critters with a net. That's, yeah. Or in the greenhouse, or, you know, somewhere safe away from the big grasshoppers, because they will just munch those small plants. It's kind of hard to keep them away.
You just go buy cheap hair nets.
Yeah.
Put it on. I don't know. I'm just joking. I have no idea. Milk crates, milk containers. Those people sell that. I saved my milk jugs one year and cut the bottoms off and put them over my plants. And then you could take off the lid and let the air out, and so it made a nice little venting. And you could put the lids back on if you wanted to. And that's one thing that worked. Water jugs are another thing you can save. Just, you know, repurpose some things. You don't have to always go out and buy things to save.
Yeah. But yeah, bug netting's a big deterrent for keeping a lot of the bugs you don't want out, and a lot of the bugs you do want in. So it's, if you can build a garden that's fully netted, I'm all for it personally. But yeah.
Yeah. One year I did that. One year, it was my very first year I grew. I took those furring strips. They're like really narrow, I don't know, they're cheap wood that you can get at our hardware store, and you can buy them in bundles. I don't know, packs of 12, I think they are. And they come in big bundles, and they're not very expensive, and it's cheap to build out of. So I bought them, and I bought this tool, this netting tool that you would use for weddings. I had a whole bunch of this tool left over from wedding and this party that we had. And so I took and built these frames, and then I took a tool and I put tool all on the outside, and I had these big cages on the outside of my plants. Okay, this is the first year I grew. First year I grew, I planted super, super late because I was gifted plants, and they were really small. So they weren't very big, but I actually built cages big enough for me to get into. So that's how big my plants were that year. And I built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 6 of those cages the first time I grew. And that's what I had. And you know what? It actually was amazing bug deterrent. It worked really well. It kept the aphids off. It actually, yeah, it was amazing. And if I could go back and build one right now over every single one of my ones and keep the aphids off right now, I would, but I have too big of plants. So yeah, that doesn't work right now.
It doesn't, you have to cover the whole garden area then, you know? Yeah, you can't do individual plants. No.
Yeah, doesn't work. Doesn't work. Yeah, doesn't work that way.
There is a certain fungus. Well, there's quite a few, I think. So like biopesticides, essentially. You got to be careful utilizing those too, because you never know what kind of disruptions you can do. But generally, there's some relatively not super invasive fungus that you can use that work well for it. So if you just search like fungus for locusts or something along those lines, you'll find something. And if you're not in Canada, you'll probably have a lot better results getting it. It's pretty hard to get most things around here. Additionally, it's really inconvenient, I would imagine, for most people, but if you can have 2 or 3 ducks, preferably the Muscovies, they get rid of all your slugs, snails, locusts, crickets, all of it. Like I'm really conscious about hurting anything, like stepping on bugs and stuff. I try not to. And we used to have trails of dead snails to our vehicles because there's just so many here because it's so wet, and just where we are at the super big field beside us, there's just no way around it. You're hard pressed to find one now, just from the few ducks I have. So that's a big thing, but then you have to have ducks, so it's not very convenient. So that other fungus route works well. And then you can just make your own potential, insecticides in a natural way just by boiling down different herbs, but it gets to be a little bit complex, and or you have to track down the herbs, but then you'll have to do just the repetitive sprays, which is all I'm thinking. Because if it's, if you've got an area that has a lot of these pests, you're just going to have to do either a weekly or even a couple times a week, application, and depending the size and just the viability of that, it's a lot of extra work. So
maybe leave like some trap plants. We didn't go over trap plants. We went over cover crops.
when it's just
Maybe leave some borders of weeds and some grass that maybe the bugs might want to attack that instead, so that they would be detoured to go to a different area.
Young cannabis plants are just so juicy for grasshoppers and stuff.
It's so quick to, so it's like the spray is not really a good solution because it's too late. You can't fucking spray once it's already eaten. The fungus potentially, depending its application, as in you might be able to pre-treat with it, and then any insect around the area could potentially not, it could just like combat the numbers a lot and then do some actual
nematodes.
So don't grasshopper eggs. They overwinter in the soil. They lay dormant in the soil. It's undisturbed soil. That's how grasshopper eggs and
like for me right now, like what I'm thinking, I don't know if it would be like a worst case, but like this field right beside my house, like joint, like I walk outside 10 feet and this where it's at, there's there would be 30 grasshoppers jumping away, like doing their thing. So it's, for trying to deal with something like that, the ducks have been godsend. Prior to that, I was just doing like, weekly applications. And then because we have a lot of other stuff around, kind of like Tara's saying, I wasn't just getting bombarded by it, but I was, pretty anal with protecting the babies as well. And then I also had problems with rats and field mice. So I was having to be pretty thorough already. So just, I just happened to have extra defense so the locusts wouldn't get in.
Yeah, or you can do the numbers game like I did this year. Just plant enough and you'll have enough survive at some point. Just let the fittest survive.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, but with a limited number, you're not supposed to really do that.
Mm-hmm.
Technically.
It's unless you have no plant count.
Yeah. Plant count is a struggle, for medical patients. It really is. Definitely here in Washington State. I'm just going to say, cheers, y'all.
Yeah, there should be plant count for flowering, maybe. Just keep it at that and let you grow as many as you want until you flower them out. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Just most simple options are already been, passed by. So like vegging plants bigger, probably not an option. Otherwise it would be done. But that's always something that's good. I've had to make accordances for that because my plants were getting mowed down. So I had to make them bigger and then give them a good couple of shields. But just with like rodents specifically, they're so wily. It's really tough to prevent it.
Yeah. A good strong bug cage is cage. That's what I'd recommend.
John says he thinks the grasshoppers pollinated his plants too. That sucks. So I believe in the future, we're going to have some serious problems as medical growers or other individual backyard growers when more people decide to start growing these hemp fields. And more people are going to, not take care of their males. They're not going to get out. They're not going to understand it. I don't know. I see it becoming a big problem in the future. What do you see, Bacon?
No, I mean, for us breeders and stuff, we already know what a HEPA filter is. So we can still do our work without it affecting our culture.
No, but I mean outdoor. I'm talking outdoor grows, obviously.
Yeah, but seeded
indoor.
plants. I don't know. You make hash out of it. It's fine. What's the problem? I don't see the problem.
Seeded weed tastes different, and making hash out of it's different. It really is. It's dirtier. It tastes different. It takes more out of your plant to put seeds on there. It takes away from the trichomes. It takes away from the terpene production. I don't agree with it. I think we're going to have some serious problem in the future.
I think in some areas around the world, yeah, maybe you don't want to grow next to them and don't want to live with them, like next to them and grow outdoor there. But otherwise, no, I don't think it's going to affect everybody. I think, yeah, if you're living around California, Mendocino, when it blows up, it's going to be pretty bad for them. But
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I just, I see so I see the breeding in the future going towards, a lot of people breeding and, like feminized seed. I see feminized seed becoming a really good thing in the future.
Yeah.
The more that people understand feminized seed, it's not a bad deal.
No.
It's okay if they've done it correctly. Right, Bacon?
I completely agree on a commercial and even like home grower aspect. Feminized seeds, awesome way to go. For breeders, I think still having the option to have regular seed is awesome. But yeah, I mean, for everybody else, good feminized seed is just as good as a good regular seed. So yeah, completely agree.
Oh. I just noticed that like my moderators have been removed. That's odd. I literally have no moderators. I just noticed that. Huh? Okay. I didn't even notice that. Did y'all notice that? Did I have any moderators? Like, did it delete all you mods? Sorry about that out there. I just noticed that. I'm like, what? I'm like trying to I'm like, why isn't anybody like letting people do the like take care of some of these things? I'm like, that's really odd. I don't know if YouTube switched something, you guys, or what's going on, but apparently, yeah, where's your wrench? I don't know where it went. I don't know. There it is. There we go. I don't know what happened. Okay. Well, there you go. Some of you got it back. I don't know what happened. That was really odd. I just now noticed it was gone. I'm like, wait, I don't have any moderators. What's going on? Okay. Well, maybe, I don't know what happened, guys. So there you go. Some of you got a wrench back. Let me know if you want a wrench back, if you're going to help me out. Okay, there you go. That sidetracked me. Squirrel. Squirrel. Where'd my dog go? Speaking of squirrel, oh, she's over there laying down. So I got this big dump trailer full of sand. I love sand. I like to add sand into my beds and put sand over things and top dress with sand sometimes, depending on what I'm doing. My dog, however, loves the sand too. And oh my God, she'll go out there and just dig in it, and she'll come and she'll just have it everywhere. It is, oh yeah. So yeah, that's been quite crazy. Been trying to keep up with the sand piles. And I just got delivered 2 tons of straw. 2 tons, meaning I got 2 big bales. They're the 4 by 4 by 8 feet bales. They're huge. So I got 2 of those that I've been working on. So today I will be going out there and I'm going to be finishing top dressing the rest of my mulching, the rest of my beds, because I need more mulch, because I want to keep that heat in. I'm going to be trying and lock as much heat in as I can right now, because we're going into winter, and I can also lock the moisture in, and I won't have to water probably much anymore either. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I got, my updates in my garden that's going on. What else is going on? When do you leave for Thailand?
Before Christmas. Not sure when, but yeah, in a few months. Sis.
Sis. I'm gonna get you, sis. Hay's for horses, not for your garden. What was that sound?
That was my phone, sorry.
It was a cool sound. No, it was like, it sounded like a video game. Do 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 do, like a little do do do, little bee. That's funny. Video games. Oh my God. I really want to play video games, but I don't have time right now, y'all. I got to get out in the garden and I got to get things ready. My plants are looking amazing. I'm super happy with them. Really
Yeah, they
happy.
look
I had
super
some
happy.
males go female.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it happens.
Yes, I did. I'm going to take pictures of those, put them on my Instagram so people can see that. So, kind of interesting idea. So if a male goes female, does it really hurt to leave it in the garden? Maybe.
Yeah, it's still gonna pollinate.
But what if it doesn't really pollinate? What if you really don't see anything there? What if there's just hairs? It's really not doing nothing.
I'd keep an eye on it, but yeah.
I have been.
You could leave it.
I have one. I left one in there so far. That's why I'm asking these questions. I've kind of left one in my garden because I've been watching it. I'm curious.
I'd keep an eye on it, and if any male sacs pop up, I'd worry, but
I'm probably going to rip it out today, but I've
Mhm.
been keeping an eye on it because I was curious to see what happens. I'm not a breeder. I feel like, it's my time to experiment with my garden. I think that the best way to figure something out is to do it yourself, and why not try it, sometimes. So, but don't screw yourself either. It is my medicine and I have to be careful. I definitely don't want to term things, right? Because I'm definitely not going to want hermy seeds because then they'd be really shitty seeds.
Because a herm is a herm, like Octotom's saying. So
yeah. I'm not talking to use it for breeding. I'm talking about would it produce any? Could I wash it? Could I wash it? See what I get from it. If it really doesn't put any pollen out there, I will watch it. I'll probably.
If it keeps going female and no male sacs come up and open up, then yeah.
Well, so far it hasn't. So I'm going to go take some more pictures of it. I definitely have aphids on it because I took a picture of it and had an aphid right on it. Remember that picture I posted in Discord? Oh, I should go back and find that picture. That's what I should do. And post it for y'all here. We could see what a herm was. Hey, Octo Tom, good morning. Nice to see you out there. One of our awesome friends down from Cali. How's your garden looking? I bet Octo's garden's looking good. He's always doing awesome. Yeah, apparently I have no wrenches anymore. So I don't know what happened to my wrenches. Have no idea. Not sure. Yeah, got nothing. I got nothing. Let's see. I need to be ready next time and have all my pictures and my stuff ready for y'all. Oh my gosh. So this cool, we went and had some German food. If you want to hear about my Leavenworth experience, we went and had German food and brats and schnitzel. And I don't even know what you call all that shit. There's this place there that if you, there's a place called the Soup Cellar, and they have this amazing chili, and they have this steak chili, and then they have this white bean chicken chili that's just amazing. And then they have these bread bowls that you can get of different soups that they have, and it's really cool. But one thing they do in this place is they have dollar bills on the walls, and you can sign them and write your name on them or whatever you want to put on them. And you put them up on the wall. And what they do when the wall gets full, they donate it to a charity. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. So yesterday I was in there and I put my dollar bill. I said #Taralee Live. I put it right underneath the bear. So if y'all go there, if you ever at that restaurant, that would be really cool. Y'all post a picture and take a picture, put that on your Instagram wall. I'd love to see you tag that. I'm going to tag that and put that out there. On that, because I think it's cool. I would love to start a place where you put $1 on the wall and you can do it. If I ever have a cannabis bus, I'm gonna do that. Everybody can put $1 on the wall and I'm gonna donate it to charity. That would be cool. I would love it. Nice. And oh my God, the desserts. I went to the, oh my God, I'll go get the dessert. I didn't even eat it yet because it's so beautiful.
This better be good.
Oh my God.
Bet it will be.
I went to it's called the gingerbread house. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. So here, gingerbread house.
I think that says factory, but you could have
Factory? Gingerbread factory? Okay, well, whatever the hell it says. Oh, and I also went to the cheesemonger. Okay, how do you get this out without messing it up? Here we go. I'm gonna goober it up. Okay. Coconut cream cheesecake. Does that lack not just to die for? Okay, the cherry fell off because the cherry was up on the top, but oh my God. That is going to be my breakfast this morning, you guys, with my coffee. After I get off this live, I can't wait to eat this. I mean, I'm going to eat some of this with my coffee. I can't wait. I'm drooling. I'm salivating. Oh my God. It was a great time. Had a good time. There was a really nice atmosphere there. It was a lot of fun. Got to take my dog, walk down the street, hang out with a lot of different people, got some brats. My husband had a couple beers. I also got a sugar cookie that I already ate part of. I'm not even going to show you that because I already demolished part of it. It was a big heart with a big, nice, soft sugar cookie heart. And it was just amazing. Oh, here, I took a picture of the desserts. Here you go. Here you go. I took a picture of the desserts. We'll see if it comes in. There you go. There's the desserts. Look at that. Is that not a dessert fucking thing right there? Oh my God. See, that's the one I got right there with the cherry on top. That was it. That's it. Coconut.
Nice.
Mini coconut pie. Mini cheese, whatever. I fucking can't read it that way because it's all upside down to me. And then this is the cool cookies they had. Let me show you the cookies. I thought the cookies looked amazing. They look kind of like stained glass, these cookies. They were really cool. They had little gingerbread ones way at the other end down there. I didn't get a big picture. There was so many people in there, and it was obviously the happening place in town. Here is something you will never see on a Starbucks anywhere. This is actually on the side of the Starbucks right there.
So you might see it on the side of a Starbucks somewhere.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Starbucks right there. See it? We're gonna focus in. Starbucks. Here's the tower of that same place. The drive-through of that Starbucks is so cool. So here's the Starbucks.
Whoa.
So the whole town is decked out this way. It's really cool. So there you go. All German. And they're getting ready for this big Oktoberfest that's going on. And yeah. There's a really cool art thing going on in the park. There's a really cool guy there that does these amazing copper work. I almost bought that for my wall. I'm thinking about getting that. It's really cool. I wish it would come in for y'all, but anyways, some cool artists. I love to go there. I love to support different artists. Different things that I could use in my house. And yeah, it was a great time. Had a good time. I'm hopefully going to meet some cannabis friends there, hopefully in the next few weeks. Talked about meeting a couple people from the other side, meeting halfway. So that'd be kind of a halfway drive. So if I do that, I'll go live. I'll go live maybe and show that off. That'd be fun. What else? Do you guys have any more things, updates? Bacon?
Yeah, I've got a GMO cross and flour too. I've been paying attention to chat. So just wanted to give chat a one up there. When
awesome.
Clara's not. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked for that GMO from Bubba Kush again. I'm sad I can't take it with me to Thailand. And the
God,
blueberry,
you know,
lemon Hoko's blueberry. Oh, I can't take that with me to Thailand either. That's gonna be
are you
such
gonna pass that on to someone?
yeah.
Okay, good. So it'll be
Hope-
like I'll have it. Well, you
Hopefully
know,
she keeps it alive. Hope.
maybe that's when you need to like check into that, you know, what's it called? Tissue culture?
Yeah.
Yeah, tissue culture. Maybe that's what. Tissue culture in a tube.
That's the plan.
So adorable.
Yeah.
What's up, Slow? Slow, how's that GMO? Is it dab time? Well, I think it's dab time. I think we had an awesome live this morning, hanging out with everybody. Next time, I don't know what it'll be. Who knows? I don't know. We might have another guest next time. I don't know if we're going to go live next Sunday or the Sunday after. We've been trying to figure out if we're going to go every 2 weeks or every 1 week. So we'll figure that out. We'll let you guys know. We're trying to get a regular schedule so we can hang out with y'all. Bacon.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts for the day while I clean out my Terp Slurper here and take another dab with the fam before we go?
It's been chill waking with Bacon. I loved it. It's been fun as always. So no, I just wanna shout out NW47 Discord again. Those guys are just the best. And then yeah, that's about it. Look out for my Doji F3s next year. That's about all. I'm super hyped for those. So yeah. And then in terms of
What's the terpene profile? Let's make us melt. Come on, explain it. Let's hear about it.
It's the terpene profile is weird. It's very unique, chemical, sweet kind of cookies, but not really. Yeah.
When you
super
say
unique.
kinda, why? What's that part when you say kinda?
It's got that sweet cookies back end to it that usually with the Forum Girl Scout cookies, at least you'll notice it. But it's so chemically gassy that it's just, yeah, super unique. It's super hard to describe that terp profile.
Find that so hard on a lot of them.
Yeah. Okay, dog, relax. And then I've got the Alien Rift GDPs in terms of a hash cultivar I want to be working. So I'm stoked for that too. I think that one's going to be a good producer.
Awesome. And how does everybody follow you, Bacon?
Instagram, you got Reborn Genetics. And then on Discord, you can catch me on the NW47 server. And then here on YouTube, actually, I'll have Reborn Genetics opening up too. So yeah, you can follow me there too.
Nice. Let's get that channel going and we'll share that for you in the link. We can get that going too.
Once I move to Thailand, I'll definitely be able to be more open about everything, which is going to be, yeah, super awesome.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. We'll be able to film. We'll have someone from Thailand hanging out in the garden. That'll be so fun. Yeah. So Drake, any closing thoughts for the day? What you got going on? Any more updates? What?
Just the usual. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff. I got some more garden work to take care of. I'm heading off to the little lab, do some pressing, and then there's going to be some more washing coming up soon. I'm going to do some trial washes with some of the Hella Jelly. Fino's here. I did a little test wash in a jar, just a little mason jar with some ice cold water, shake it up for 10 minutes or so and just see if you got any hash on the bottom or not. You kind of get used to that after you do it a few times. But yeah, got a few things on the go and just make sure to have an awesome day and a great weekend, or I guess the end of the weekend now, but you know, there's another one coming up soon.
And cheers all. Thanks for hanging with us again.
GMO, what do you know?
GMO that I don't like.
I'll dab it. Don't worry. Don't worry, GMO.
Someone's got to like you. But hey, I'll take my lemon all day. Every kind of lemon out there, I love you. Lemon, come my way. Any of those type of lemon, citrusy. There's a blueberry that I have in my garden that I'm really looking forward to. It smells amazing. I think it's called Blue Note, and it was by Mendo, crossed by Mendo, feminized, bred by one of the mushroom guys, and hopefully to have him back on here. We'll talk to him maybe about that. That'd be cool. Talk to him about the cultivars that he bred in my garden. And yeah, that'd be before I harvest. That'd be kind of fun to talk about. So maybe we'll bring him down. So, well, thanks everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I had a great time with y'all. And next time we are live, I'm not sure. Stay tuned next Sunday or the Sunday after. So peace and love, and stay healthy, stay happy, and definitely stay high.